A very fresh good morning to all of you. I hope everybody is doing well. Let me remind you one more time, please like my videos and subscribe my channel. And please click on the bell button for further notification. In the last video, we have discussed about the formation of ionic compounds with some examples. And I hope the concept is clear to everyone. But for revision purpose, let us take some more examples with some more explanation about the formation of ionic compounds. Let's have a look on some more examples. In the previous classes, we have discussed that while writing the ionic compounds, we need to follow some steps. Likewise, the first step is to write the symbols of cation and anion. Afterwards, below the symbols, we have to write the valencies of cations and anion. Then we need to cross multiply the valencies. First example we are having, that is of aluminium oxide. Here we can see that aluminium oxide is an ionic compound made up of aluminium ions and oxide ions. Aluminium ion has a valency of +3, whereas oxide ion has a valency of -2. So, the formula of aluminium oxide can be written as, first of all, we have to write the symbols of aluminium and oxygen as we can see from the slide. Afterwards, below these symbols, we have written their charges as aluminium is having +3 and oxygen is having -2. Then we have to cross multiply the charges and the final formula we have got as Al2O3. In the same way, we can write the formula of zinc chloride. Here, it's an ionic compound which is made up of zinc and chloride ion. Zinc ion has the valency of +2, whereas chloride ion has the valency of -1. So, again, the very first step is to write the symbol of zinc and chloride ion. Then we have to write down their charges, and then we have to cross multiply the charges and we get the formula zinc chloride, that is ZnCl2. Now, the next example we are having calcium oxide. In this example, we can see that calcium is having the valency of +2. On the other hand, oxygen has the valency of -2. Now, after writing the symbol along with valencies, the next step is to cross multiply the valencies. Now, as you can see in the step number 4, we have got the formula of calcium oxide, but both the elements have same subscript. So, if the subscript has same common factor, so we have to divide the valencies by that common factor. Here, as we can see, the 2 is the common factor. So, let's divide the valencies by 2. After division, the valencies of calcium and oxygen becomes 1 and the formula becomes CaO. Now, let's understand the concept with the help of upcoming video.
The crossover method is a shortcut way of writing formulas for ionic compounds if you know the charges on the ions in the compound. We'll go over a few examples. In example A, we're asked to write the formula for magnesium chloride. Looking at magnesium on the ion table or periodic table, we see it's Mg with a charge of 2+, and chloride is Cl with a charge of -, or -1. We start the formula by writing down the symbols, Mg and Cl. Now we take the 2 from the charge on the magnesium, cross over, and write it next to the chlorine. Now we could take the 1 from the charge on the chloride, cross it over, and write it next to the magnesium, but we don't use the subscript 1 in a formula, so we don't need to write anything. So the formula has 1 Mg and 2 Cls. So we'll compact it and write the final formula for magnesium chloride as MgCl2. We'll check the charges to verify that this formula is correct. We have one Mg2+ ion and two Cl- ions. So the total charge is positive 2 plus 2 times negative 1, or positive 2 plus negative 2, which is equal to 0. So the formula MgCl2 is correct. Example B asks us to write the formula for calcium oxide. We look up calcium and it's Ca with a charge of positive 2, and oxide is O with a charge of negative 2. We start the formula by writing down the symbols Ca and O. The charge on calcium is positive 2, so we cross over and write a 2 next to oxygen in the formula. The charge on oxide is negative 2, so we cross over and write a 2 next to calcium in the formula. Notice we always drop the negative when we write subscripts. Now we have the formula Ca2O2. But you can see that both of the subscripts in this formula are divisible by 2. So we simplify and divide both of these by 2 and get 1s. We do not keep the subscript 1 in a formula, so we remove the 1s, leaving us with the formula CaO, which we'll compact and write as the final formula for calcium oxide.
Now, I hope you have understood the concept of the formation of ionic bond very well. So, please try to do the questions as I have already given you in the assignment. Thank you and have a nice day.